Since you all are so concerned, suddenly, about trans people being called transformers, right? Even some of you trans people out there, some of you who claim to be trans, right?
Okay, since Mallory didn't like what I had to say about her, now she is saying that I'm claiming to be trans. And as for MFW calling people transformers, Mallory's saying that nobody cared about it before till now, and that's not true. I called her out on it months ago and I made a video about it. So it's not a matter of all of a sudden people care. But it's just interesting that she is supporting somebody who called her, quote, one of those transformers.
Some of you trans people out there, some of you who claim to be trans, right?
And so now Mallory is basically denying I'm a trans person, although she had this to say just yesterday.
They were unnecessarily questioning Fod's, the seriousness of Fod's transness, whether he was actually trans or not, and I took some issue with that. In my mind, if someone says they're trans, they're trans. There are some of you who claim to be trans, right? If you're a trans person out there, why aren't you reporting MFW? Why are you laying it on my feet?
Well, people are expecting you to report her because you're the trans person who she insulted and used hate speech against. So of course people are expecting you to strike her since you've struck other people for trans bashing. So that's why we're, expecting you to take care of that,
And then said trans person scoffs at the idea of counseling. How dare I say such a thing, much less in public. All that does is just reaffirm what I just said.
I scoffed at you saying I needed professional help because you were basing that on being confused about my pronoun choices. So why would I need professional help because you have a problem with my chosen pronouns? If anything, you're the person who needs professional help because it's obvious you have internalized transphobia. There's nothing wrong with that. But you mentioned that you see a therapist, psychiatrist, all these different doctors. You might want to talk with your therapist about your internalized transphobia.
When you are transgender, it really does take a village. It takes an entire village, right? You have to have your support system in place.
You're absolutely right. It does take a whole village and a great support system when you're a trans person. But considering I am a trans person, I think it's safe to say that I wouldn't want you anywhere near my village or support system because that's how awful you are towards other trans people.
There is no trans person that can get through life without professional help. So to hear that person scoff like that is ignorant to me. Absolute ignorant.
Okay, so first you're saying I'm claiming to be a trans person, so I'm basically not really a trans person. But you're saying all trans people need professional help. So if you don't think I'm trans, then why do you think I need professional help? Interesting.
FOD is a very big boy, girl, she, he, they, them. Okay? FOD can handle that all on she, he, they, them, self.
Okay, so now you're mocking me about my pronoun choices. Like you had said before, I need professional help because I identify male, and I don't care if people use male or female pronouns with me, or they and them. I'm not a boy. I'm not a girl. Okay. Nor have I ever said I preferred those nouns. Okay. So now you're throwing in nouns with pronouns. And yeah, it doesn't sound really natural to call somebody a he, she, him, her, they, them, their, whatever. Like, now you're mocking it. And I just want to say the more you speak about me in regards to me being trans, the more awful you sound. And I just want to say that you are an utter disgrace to trans people, talking about me the way you have. So, yeah, you have a nice day.